Before I start this video, I'd like to mention that every single one of us is built differently. Some of us struggle with losing weight and are constantly searching for foods that work for our body type. And some of us are the opposite and we struggle to gain weight, which in return makes us constantly search for foods that can give us some extra kilograms. It's important to note that neither is right nor wrong. They're just different. As I've mentioned in my weight gain journey video, I'm someone who naturally struggles to gain weight, and throughout the last few years, I've worked hard to discover what food works for me personally to enable me to put on some weight, and what else I need to be doing in order to maintain that weight and make sure it is being stored mainly as muscle and not just as fat. In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top foods that I found really help me to gain a few kilograms when incorporating them into my meals consistently. Again, what works for me might not work for you, but these are foods that are factually high in calories and good fats, as well as high carb foods that are bound to aid you with weight gain when eaten regularly. Let's start with avocado. I've forever been obsessed with avocados. Avocados are known to be very high in fats. Although it is a healthy monounsaturated fat, it's still a fat, and most people will avoid consuming too much avo for that exact reason. However, when looking at weight gain, avocado is the perfect fruit to be consuming. My go-to way of eating it is the classic avo on toast, but you can also cut it up and put it into a sandwich or even into a Buddha ball. You can even pop it into a salad or simply just make some good old guacamole, because that's never a bad idea. Next, we have the almighty peanut butter. Honestly, I'm not sure what I'd do in life without this baby. Again, peanut butter is very well known for its high caloric status and amount of fats. The fats found in peanut butter are healthy, but of course, it should still be eaten in moderation. The most important thing about nut butters is to make sure you're consuming one that is 100% nuts, and to avoid any commercial nut butter brands that often have added sugar, oil, and fats that will do you no good at all. Of course, I recommend opting for almond or cashew butter as its nutrient value is a lot better. However, where I'm currently living, almond butter costs around €8 for a 250 gram jar. And I don't know about you, sis, but I ain't about to do that to myself.
Okay, the fact that almond butter was literally like, how much was it? Like almost €8, right? Or is my math bad? It's like 7 something. That's intense. Let me know how much almond butter costs where you live, because I think that's a little bit outrageous. I mean, I feel like if it was a bigger jar, a bigger tub, then okay, I would pay. But I know I'm gonna go through that in like less than a week probably, so it's a little painful over here to pay that much.
My favorite way to consume peanut butter is for sure an oatmeal in the mornings. I love to add a full tablespoon to my oats, and it honestly completes them. It wouldn't be the same without it. But there are numerous ways to consume nut butters. You can pop some peanut butter on a rice cracker, for example, and add some bananas and cinnamon, which is incredibly delicious and the perfect pre-workout snack. You can also just eat a spoonful of peanut butter, because why the hell not? Next, we have coconut oil. Generally, cooking with oil is your best friend. I opt for coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil, as well as sesame oil. You can also go for avocado oil, which is another really great one. Coconut oil is almost 100% fat, so naturally, if you're looking to lose weight, then you should definitely consume it in moderation. However, since I'm looking to do the opposite, I love to occasionally take a tablespoon of coconut oil and just put it into my coffee. I know this sounds super odd and probably a little nasty, but I promise you that you can't actually taste it. It just becomes, a great moisturizer for your lips, and that's a bonus. It was really funny once because Christian and I played a prank on one of his housemates. We told him that we put coconut oil in his coffee, and so he came over and started drinking it, and we were like, how does it taste? And he kept making faces and going, yeah, I mean, you can really taste the coconut oil. My coffee is ruined now. Thanks, guys. A little bit pissed off, and the funny part is we never even put coconut oil in there. So it just goes to show how you can really trick your mind to think that some taste is actually occurring when it isn't, when you really truly start believing it's there. It's quite fascinating actually what the human brain can do. So yeah, fun little story for you. Seeds are also your best friend when looking to gain weight. Some of my favorites are pumpkin seeds, chia seeds, sesame seeds, and linseeds. Basically, make this rule for yourself. Whenever you have a salad or a Buddha bowl or anything of that sort, make sure to add a bunch of seeds on top. top. This will boost your calorie intake and make your meal go from a perhaps moderately low calorie meal to a calorie dense meal. Also, seeds provide so much nutritional value that you should be adding them to your diet anyway, especially if you are vegan. Dried fruit comes next on my list. Dried fruit is highly nutritious, but it is also very high in calories due to there usually being added sugar in them. Opt for dried fruit without added sugar if you can. My favorite is either apricots or mango. It's such a great on-the-go snack and very easy to consume as the serving sizes are usually pretty small due to all the water content being removed out of the fruit. However, due to the high sugar intake, this one needs to be eaten in moderation and you must be careful not to go overboard because I sure as hell can. Granola and granola bars are high in calories but very nutrient dense. You can easily consume granola in the mornings with some vegan yogurt, berries, and seeds, and you can also carry granola bars with you throughout the day as they are a great way for added energy. Just make sure to check the label on these types of bars as a lot of them are packed with a lot of sugar. Sometimes I'll have a sneaky sugary one, especially if it's the only vegan option that I can find and I'm super hungry, but most of the time I try to go for a cleaner option. Cacao is going to be another one of your BFFs. Cacao, aka chocolate, in its natural state is actually pretty bitter and not milky at all. It's super high in antioxidants and also in fats. I'm obsessed with these dark vegan chocolate chips and I love adding them to my oatmeal each morning. Once they melt in there, it's like actual heaven in my mouth. You can use cacao in many different ways. For baking, of course, or even to simply just make a hot chocolate. You can even just buy a bar of dark chocolate and treat yourself to some of that. I love doing that in the evenings with a nice mug of tea. And of course, we have all of our carbs such as pasta, rice, bread, potatoes, oatmeal, etc., etc. For me, these are all everyday foods that I consume very regularly. I use them as a base to my meals and then add whatever else I want on top. Now, even if you are looking to gain weight, you still need to make sure that the weight you are gaining is being converted into muscle and not just being stored as a fat. I just quickly want to clarify that I'm not talking about bulking. Bulking is a whole other thing, and this video is not about that. If you start eating these foods regularly, like you're not going to become huge, you know? Unless you obviously are eating them in excessive amounts, like extremely excessive amounts daily. Bulking is a completely different thing and takes a lot more work and dedication. This is just how to gain healthy weight throughout your days. I also want to point out that I keep saying throughout this video, converting fat into muscle, and I'm aware that that's physically impossible because fat and muscle come from completely different cells. I guess I'm just trying to simplify the idea of gaining weight but also staying toned at the same time. If you want to watch videos on bulking, there are plenty on the internet. This is not what this video is about, just an FYI. As we are working hard to gain all of this healthy weight, we need to also make sure we are exercising for best results. However, the point is that in order to gain weight, you need to be taking in more calories than you are burning. So on days when I know I haven't consumed much, I will purposely avoid doing a workout. This is because I don't want to create a calorie deficit, as that will instantly interfere with my progress of gaining weight. For me personally, cardio is a big no. I almost never do it. And the reason for this is that cardio burns more calories than weight training, and that is why I choose weight training as my preferred workout method. Back when I was following Tammy Hembrow's full body gym weight training schedule is when I noticed the most effective results. I was very consistent and disciplined and made sure that I was consuming the right foods along the way. It's crazy how important your diet is. You could be training every single day, but if you aren't eating right, then the results won't show up the way you want them to. Of course, it's 100% fine to treat yourself from time to time to whatever the hell you want. But again, we go back to the 80-20 rule of making sure you are feeding your body with the nutrients it needs 80% of the time, and the other 20 you can have some fun and eat all the unnecessary and delicious snacks that you want. After each gym session, I always make sure to take in my protein. I use a vegan protein powder and pop that into a simple smoothie. I usually just add oat milk, a banana, banana, some berries, and here's where you can also add a tablespoon of peanut butter for those extra calories. One thing you need to remember is that all food should be consumed in moderation. No food, no matter how healthy it is good for you when consumed in excessive amounts. So that's pretty much it. There are definitely more things that I eat, but these are kind of the main ones that I find really help me or have helped me. Do I continuously maintain this regime? Absolutely not. I'm a human. I also sometimes forget, wow, he's so good looking. Sorry, I get distracted. I get sidetracked too. It's not something that I maintain every single day, so don't get discouraged if you are not able to constantly be consuming how much you want to be consuming. We're humans, we lose track of things. It's completely normal. As long as you are living a healthy, balanced diet or lifestyle, do not like calling it a diet, then you're fine. As long as you've got enough energy, as long as you're feeling good and you know you're being healthy, then you're fine. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up to let me know that you enjoyed it. This way I can really approximate what you guys like watching, what you don't like watching. It really helps me out a lot. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do subscribe. I'd love to have you here. And I also have a vlog channel if you want to follow me on there. That's more of like unedited raw channel. I'm going to be posting a lot more vlogs coming very soon, and just more chatty things where I want to talk to you guys about things that, you know, aren't really suitable for this channel. Oh my god, he's so cute. Oh my god, I have to turn around and show you. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next week in my next video. Bye. I want to hit the camera, but I'm too far away, so blackout.